Alright, and welcome back. This is your boy Syken, Commander Syken to be precise, and we're playing XCom War of the Chosen 4-man run with double enemy hit points, permanent dark events, and we limit ourselves to ballistic weapons because why not? Today we are going to invade the last alien facility, and specific greetings go out to Mystic, our Templar, who's hopefully soon going to hit the Colonel rank. As soon as that's happening, we can finally proceed, because we are going to invade the stronghold of one of the Chosens. They are still gaining power, and I think their training still continues, which is actually a problem. We can't let them unlimitedly grow in power. So I guess over the last 2 weeks when I wasn't playing, I made up my mind how we want to proceed with the campaign. And the very first thing is I'd like to uncover all three of the strongholds, so that we can theoretically launch the missions like one after the other. That's probably a wise idea, because it will take off the most powerful enemies off the table. It's just a question on how many days it's going to take. In the meantime, let's level up the crew. The last piece that's missing for us is really the Templar. For those of you who haven't watched the previous episodes and why the Templar is important, I haven't really had an answer of how to compete against a Chosen over and over and over, because we can't kill the sarcophagus in just one go. It'll be probably like 2 or 3 turns, and the answer is really the parry ability of our Templar, because with parry we can simply neglect any damage that he's taken, and that is very strong against single targets, which are super powerful. So with that being said, let's dive into it. We have no time limit, which means we can really take our time and do it correct. And correct means we're going to use one of my favorite abilities in the game, which is the grappling hook, just to get a better overview. Oh, no one's there. Interesting. Let's continue. We have seen that there are, in the preview of this mission, just to remind ourselves, we've seen that there were quite a couple of chrysalids, actually. We have very much seen that there are a lot of advent soldiers and some mechanical units. Oh, there we go. The priest and the shield bearer. 13 enemies, plus most likely again a chosen one. Chrysalids are behind the facility. I'm thinking we might want to really take this position here. There are only 2 entrances, and before we start the fight, I'd like to go over there, and because I'm assuming that we're going to meet the warlock yet again, which means for us that we need to find a way of dealing with his zombies that he's going to spawn every round. And the most effective strategy so far that we've found is effectively just avoiding them by standing on top of a roof. They can't really get up there. Work like a charm. With our team comp, this time we don't have a Reaver, so we can't really spot out the Warlock, which means we need to go more for brute force approach, effectively going as close as we can towards the actual facility, and then trying to kill the Warlock. Respectively, if we can't kill the Warlock, try to... Oh, wait a second, there's someone or something up here. Interesting. Look at that, we can't really move here and here. Which might be limited movement. Difficult to tell. It could be either limited movement or there could be enemies on top of the roof. Either way, let's play it nice and slow.
Time to motor. Looks like hostiles over here.
There is yet another enemy, a Spectre in this case.
Affirmative.
I'm not terribly afraid about the Spectres as long as we don't have too many other ads. If we only fight a pack at a time, we should be fine. The zombies will be a bit of an issue, but we can deal with that. Alright, getting the Templar more into the front line. Getting our sniper into position.
Rolling out.
Getting Dark Tower Noxus into position.
Let's do this.
And getting our heavy into position, our Grenadier. The reason why I put the Grenadier even into the quote-unquote open, so without a cover from this side, is if the zombies are going to spawn, they'll spawn down here. I've never seen them spawn on top of something, and that's going to block their way up. We technically need another blocking back there. Okay.
I will sense any disturbance.
Spectre would be our first target if these two would move away. By the way, that's two different shield bearers, so I assume the shield bearer is with the Spectre. Oh, Stun Lancer plus Advent Priest. Interesting.
I've got enemy movement here.
Well, that's two packs again, and I already mentioned that I do not entertain the idea of fighting against two packs at once, which means one of them needs to go. Well, now it's three packs. Okay. Let's scratch the idea of standing there. I want to remain our concealment. That's why we position everyone behind cover. Again, we don't have a timer that's working against us, and fighting three packs at a time is really a bit too much. Interesting. I'm thinking, why do we even see this guy? No one is seeing him. Oh, yeah, no, okay. Dark Tower Noxus is seeing him. Yeah, but never mind. I mean, we do have two other packs at the moment, so that's really not a good idea to start. I was entertaining the idea of maybe ignoring that the pack is here and focusing on the other pack, and then just take the second pack right afterwards. This is going to be borderline dangerous. If these guys move up here, we're fucked. Yeah, we're already in the red zone where we would be discovered here, so we can't move. which kind of means let's try to abandon that side for now.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Really thinking about how, if we trigger next round, I want 2 instead of 3 packs, just to make it doable and not immediately blow all of our cooldowns.
Overwatch. On Overwatch. I keep it under lock. I'm on it.
So we got the Overwatch ready to go. Let's see if we're going to be spotted out. Yeah, that's going to be... Alright, so... not too bad. I mean, we executed one of them, took a shot in return, and my plan of not going to be spotted out there completely backfired, and now we're in a world of pain. That's the most fucked up situation we could technically be in. I wanted to fight 1 pack, we're ending up with 3. Sometimes you gotta love how XCom's mechanism for patrolling works. It's just the greatest thing in the world. So this here, our number 1 target is definitely going to be the Spectre. We don't want anyone taken over. Closely followed by the Stun Lancer, which I think we can just start to 1-on-1 with our Templar, so we can keep him busy. And that's really the order of things at the moment. Let's go. I would want to do chain shot. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. So what we're going to do is launch a plasma grenade. We don't have salvo, so it's going to end our turn, which means we start with the reload just to be more efficient, get that 1 ammunition back, and then really shred everyone here, plus get rid of the cover. There we go, shredded for 2. And now it's a matter of effectively hitting that Spectre, who of course dodges. Let's really start with the Spectre, shall we? Fanfire 3 times.
3 for the price of 1.
Nice, 31 damage. Blue screen rounds just work so well. Lightning hands to kind of round it up. Almost killed it right there. And I think we can face off, because that's going to kill him, plus deal some extra damage.
Big deal.
All right, we are going to heal.
Go help him out.
Let's think if any of them can use a grenade. I think they can't. They don't have grenades loaded. They might, but he will use his shielding ability. The priest definitely doesn't have a grenade loaded. So the priest will probably mind control. There's another priest here. Need to be a bit mindful because a grenade would totally take us down. Question is, who's the next target? And I would probably go with the priest just to make sure that we get that mind control out of the system. He needs to be in lethal range. Okay, so that would work. I don't want to give up the focus yet. I think we need to build up focus and not spend it right away with the Templar. so I'm not going to use Amplify. Some solid damage, got the momentum. We'll go on to parry, which hopefully will give us an option to actually parry him. And there's the Warlock. Situation gone from bad to worse. Remember, we just blew our cooldowns. Kinetic plating, he will gain hit points when being missed. The stun lancer, that's actually not a problem really. Immune to explosions, that's a bit of a problem. Gain health when enemy takes damage. They even forgot that he's able to summon zombies. The list of strengths is too short. Yeah, wonderful. We all remember how much we love the Warlock. Such a great guy. Well, we know there's a gatekeeper there. Warlock stays next to the gatekeeper, which is a cool idea. It just means it's more difficult for us to actually take him down, because we actually don't want to engage the Warlock plus something else. There's the beautiful mind control. There's the stasis. You gotta love fighting against psychic enemies. And there's the parry. Alright. I guess we have to move into cover, which I think we can take here. It's not the best cover, but it is some sort of cover, and I'm going to already regret that, because next round we're going to see the first wave of zombies. But here we go. Nice little crit. And there's the execution. That was an important hit. Okay, well, this is actually very, very tempting to kill the guy next, because there's yet another mind control. But here's the issue with it. If we move up here, we're in tower range, and we've seen how small that stage really is. The gatekeeper is here. There had been a couple of codices here, and we've just seen 6 out of 13 enemies, which means there is still room for more enemies. So temper the aggression at the moment and stick in this one-on-one with the stun lancer. I think it's a very good idea to keep them in the one-on-one. The stun lancer currently is wasting his melee attacks every single round, and the melee attacks can incapacitate, which would be extremely bad if that would happen. So basically moving on. If we move here, he could mind control the sniper again, and I don't want that to happen. If he mind controls Dark Tower Noxus, that's one thing, but our main damage dealer should remain up here. Which means we are, given that we see 2 armor, we are... You know what? Normally I would go with a sniper rifle. There are advantages and disadvantages to it. It's really a tough call. So let's theory craft here a little bit. Temporary hit points from shielding do not receive bonus from armor. So if I would hit him with the pistol, it'll actually remove the full shield instead of just dealing a little bit less damage. So you could make an argument that 2 pistol shots, because of that mechanic, would be more efficient. I think I'm still going with the sniper rifle because we have the chance for the instant kill, which with 10% is moderately okay, and it deals almost the same damage. Plus, with a critical strike, like you've just seen it, we even dealt more damage. Well, we're losing the cover a little bit here. Oh, fire is really bad. Mind control. Of course. Of course.
Our soldiers are suffering out there. We'll need to give them some time to recover.
Dark Tower, you're almost a colonel, but you panic just from being wounded. What the heck? Good. Now we're going to see 3 zombies. There we go. So we need to block the entrance. Oh no, no! This guy made it up here. What a jerk. Sometimes when it rains, it pours. Did he just seriously? We continued to fall down and started to burn at the same time. Wow, that's terrible. Oh gosh, that's actually a really, really bad situation to be in. Got to deal with the zombies, but also got to deal with the rest. It's difficult. Let's slowly move back and see that we can kill one after the other. Believe it or not, the zombies are not our priority. These guys are. So we're going to heal in order to get the burning off, because with burning our sniper isn't really worth much. We're going to reposition up here. Still think that's the right call. And we could kill him. I think we have death from above. Yes, we do. So by killing him, we'll get our action back. There we go.
There you go.
And I don't know if we can take down a zombie quick enough. That's going to be an interesting battle. We might just want to accept that we're taking the explosion damage. Alright, so this time we are continuing to deal damage. It's almost down. We could move up here to block. Problem is that that our grenadier is still close enough, which means we're going to parry. One of them is automatically going to miss. The other one, however, can take a shot. As for the zombies, it's a difficult call. We're going to be hit twice in melee. Once up here, once down there. That's okay for now. This guy is going to explode, regardless. It's probably going to take Dark Tower Noxus, so the cover here is removed. That's okay to a degree. I'm concerned about the amount of damage that we can take, that we can actually dish out. So let's just try to deal as much damage as we can. Dark Tower is going to reload, and we're actually going to take some damage this round. I think you can't parry a mind control. Oh, never mind. We are immune. I almost forgot about that. Of course, we are. But we're certainly not immune against... Oh, really? Squad mate wounded? Panic? What the heck, Dark Tower? All right. This is so far out of control, and we're only in round number 2. I need to have a very, very short break. Something came up. Be right back. Apologies for that. Alright, fixed it. Let's go, guys. So, we are so far off of plan. I wanted to keep that building intact. Instead, we now have the rudimentary structure of a building. This is high ground, but it's not really serving its original purpose quite well. Okay, back to the options here. We can kill this guy, but once the zombie explodes, it would mean falling damage for a slinger, and I don't want to take any more damage at the moment. So instead, let's think about where we can most effectively move him. Yeah, the explosion radius would still take off this tile, I think. Or would it? 1, 2, 3. No, I think he would still be fine. Difficult. Yeah, let's not risk it. We'll take the most secure route. which actually is moving into full cover, opening the door. Taking the 100% shot. So let's see. Well, it's difficult to tell. The tile still exists, but there is a lot of fire. So I think it was the right decision. Okay, so moving further in, I would say let's get the Stun Lancer down next. Wonderfully marked, but yet not killed. Well, focus fire works, but only if you actually hit the targets. So we continue to tank him. I think he will stay with us for now. That's going to be a single stasis. That's fine. We definitely need some healing on Dark Tower. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. There goes our stabilization. He's going to Spectre Rupture. Yep, I figured. Oh boy.
Your forces will perish, and you will return to the Elders, Commander.
Well, we can't kill the zombie right away. Not during this round. Which means we need to do the second best. My opinion, which is just minimize the damage that we're taking. And that means don't stand together. Spread out basically. If I would be moving up to here, that's still probably too close to Dark Tower. I don't want to move into the completely into the open, that would be retarded. Moving to here is probably also not far enough away from our sniper. It's difficult. Let's move here, even though it might trigger an explosion onto two of our troopers. Moving to here is also too close. That's a bummer.
I'm trusting you here.
So we're moving to here because I want to stay far enough away, and we're going to Overwatch in the hopes of hitting and executing the zombie right away. Stasis ends. This guy hasn't learned his lesson and again tries to mind control the non-mind controllable unit. Joke's on you, buddy. And of course, new Spectral Zombies. Because it was way too easy so far. Missed the Overwatch. That's bad. And we're, yeah, he's going to go for a double.
Only so much. With each new wound, your troops grow weary of your failures. The Elder's servants will never cease.
There's the next Spectre Rupture. Beautiful. They lined up beautiful. So we definitely need to combat the unconsciousness. Secondly, we just can't be standing in the middle of that pack. We just can't. Let's move away into cover. Okay. And now let's try to take them down one by one. We're starting with the guy that's going to explode. Of course we're missing. I wanted to actually deal as much damage to this guy as possible. Let's amplify. Lightning hands. That's somewhat moderate damage. Okay, so we can kill him. Let's just use the pistol for now. With that, the explosion will deal damage to all of the others.
The weakness of these minions only furthers the need for
Not too bad. And I think we want to kill one more, so that the last one needs to go into Spectral Rupture and cannot do anything. I don't know if I want to waste the Fen Fire for it though. Let's wait for it. And instead...
I will tear you apart.
So that's 5 hit points left. Are we... no. That's not a secure kill. However, we can teamwork and take a weapon that deals more damage. There we go.
My ammo's running low.
So, we are going to parry, although I'm pretty sure that we're seeing yet another Spectral Rupture. The parry is good for, obviously, for the shots from the priest. There's the new Spectral Rupture, as predicted. Let's take the high ground. So we continue to follow the priest. A, to get out of the Spectral Rupture. B, to actually be as annoying as possible to him. Refocused, perfect. And now it's time for us to kill the zombie. Going back into full cover. Marking the zombie. Executing it right away, that's not bad either.
Your defiance of the elders will only strengthen my resolve.
And I think we can safely take another shot here, just to deal some damage. Plus we could execute him. Well, good enough. So we have some catching up to do with regards to hit points.
Give him a heal.
And it really strikes me to see that we have no more healing packs left. Gosh. I mean, we're quite healthy still. And I'll keep the last healing pack in case someone again starts to burn or we're taking some abnormously high damage. So we reload it instead.
Go forth and honor the elders with your actions.
Priest tries to mind control for a third time, yet learns that this guy is completely immune against mind control. Joke's on you, buddy. Still.
Are you ready to be redeemed?
Moving here for a flanking shot. Looking the priest right into his eyes. And missing. Of course, taking return fire.
These minions serve their purposes occasionally, just as yours do, Commander.
Do we want to go up? Do we really want to go up? I'm not sure. I say, let's go into cover. Let's use our normal gun.
Ready to rock. Moving to Overwatch.
And that's pretty much it. We're going to face a new wave of zombies.
Not even close.
Dark Tower at least got a promotion out of it so far. Oh shit, and the zombies are spawning right next to him. It's only one? It's only one? No. Okay, of course not. Silly me. It's never only one. But that's not too bad. With the stasis, he won't really feel the explosion. Just out of curiosity, we're looking at 6 to 8, so that's not fully going to kill him. I was thinking whether or not the serial would make sense. I'm not really sold on it yet. Yeah, let's start softening him up. I think that was a good idea. Continue to move in. Nice. Got the stun. And now it's time for Serial.
That's another notch for me.
For the first time in this campaign, we're using Serial.
One down.
That's one down. That's two down.
There you go.
Keep it coming, baby. Good job.
Reckoning for all of your offenses against the Elders, Commander.
Well, let's hit him as hard as we can. Not an execution, but still okay. Good. We're going to parry. Unfortunately, Dark Tower Noxus will now take yet another hit. Stasis ends before the zombies can act. The zombies act on the chosen turn, and the chosen turn is always after the turn of the aliens. Yeah, there's the extra hit. He's trying to kill everyone, but unfortunately failed to do so. Dark Tower uses the opportunity to say goodbye, moves away, and probably heals himself. We're going to see about that in a second. Single shot. But from an elevated position, because that's going to have a higher chance of hitting. 90%, good enough. Let's go, baby. That's one hit. And that's what I'm talking about. Well done.
It has to be dead.
2 hits. Very well done indeed. We are going to take the normal lightning hands shot. Good. We're going to take the normal pistol shot. Good. We're waiting whether or not we want to... No, we actually don't want to kill him. We're going to use our Templar to do that. There we go. Kill confirmed. Using momentum to actually move up. Reloading and self-healing Noxus. So we're out of heal now. And we still have the pack with the Gatekeeper waiting for us.
Your forces will perish, and you will return to the Elder's command.
Yeah, I mean... Let's not be too shy. We are in a super difficult position here.
I will make sure you die by the very power you
We definitely know that the monster pack with the Gatekeeper and the Codices is back there, so us actually no point in kind of denying that there's going to be yet another big fight. There are also 2 Chrysalids in the back line, so that's even worse. I'm somewhat tempted to just plan the X4 and call it a day. We can do that next turn.
Getting it done.
Okay, so War Dog, our Grenadier, moves fully up. As for our Sniper, let's move up to here because we could theoretically grapple hook our way all the way up there. And yeah, I mean, maybe we are doing it in the guerrilla mode style, just planting the X4 and calling it a day. Because why not? Oh. Look at you, cutie. Look who sniffed out that we're going to come.
I doubt you are capable of truly understanding the process at hand.
Surprise, surprise, it's a Warlock. And he's going to summon 3 stun lances. Nice. Yeah, wouldn't have guessed that that is going to happen. Oh, it's only 2 stun lances. How dare I to think that it's 3. Okay, well, I think the whole idea of extracting early just became incredibly more tempting. There's the extraction zone, by the way. It's here, my dear friend. is planting the C4. And now it just means extract all soldiers, because F you, buddy. Yeah. The gatekeeper. Just, oh, 3 codices, just to make it yet a bit more challenging. Alright, War Dogs moving in.
I'm trusting you here.
And we're going to be going so not to fight this. Alright, here we go. Just for good measure, I want to fuck up the gatekeeper.
Truly archaic.
Alright, she's out. Moving our sniper in. And probably taking the most satisfying face-off of our life. Well, it's not the most satisfying. I played with double enemy pack size, and that was way more satisfying, because all of a sudden you face off against 30 enemies. We're going to evac every single one of them. Yeah, we can't kill anyone. We could technically, but I don't want to risk standing here on my own at the end. So let's just go out. We could hit and then use momentum afterwards. That's fine. We overall did well. And again, jokes on them. Because now everything explodes. We didn't get the extra points for killing him. But I think everything else worked super well. It wasn't as close of a call as the last mission, but this time we also didn't want to kill him.
Initial reports that the suspension of services were the result of dissident activity have been dismissed as radical propaganda.
Okay, let's take a look at our promotions. I know that Dark Tower Noxus received a promotion. I'm pretty sure Mystic did not receive one, which is a bit of a bummer. Oh, everyone with the exception of Mystic received one. We already have a Colonel here, and their bond level just potentially went up. We have Dark Tower Noxus, wonderful. Group AoE heal, such a good ability. We finally got Salvo, yet again, such a good ability. War Dog didn't even take damage during that run, not bad. And yeah, I mean, we only have 11 missions on Mystic so far. So compared to the 20 missions of Dark Tower Noxus, we probably need to take him onto 2 or 3 more missions. But yeah, I think that's good. Dark Tower Noxus yet got another negative trait. Boy, we need to put him into negative trait removal as soon as he's back from the sickbay. Good. Avatar progress completely removed. There's 0 Avatar project progress. We're basically waiting for Mystic to get back into action. Yeah, we're basically waiting for him to get back into action, because the next big mission here is going to be a storyline mission with the Codex brain coordinates. A lot of chrysalids there and archons, so the Templar is would be helping a lot there.
Elders' artifacts where they lie, and yet you persist in your
Let's continue getting the intel.
not think that we will stand idle if you encroach.
And how many more days until the month ends? Okay, 7 more days. Our research progress is super well. We're just doing the whole storyline research now, which is fine. Oh no. Some advanced soldiers are equipped with rounds that cause the bleeding status. Oh, that's a really bad dark event. Gosh. And there's a new guerrilla operation. So either a hidden dark event, one option, or yeah, that really doesn't matter. I mean, intel costs, we already have liberated the whole world, so we're going to counter the dark event and get a new scientist. Are we really looking at 26 enemies? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, plus loss. Okay. Elite Priest, Heavy Mechs, Archons, Spectres, Gatekeepers. So a lot of mechanical units, codices. And we got the loss on board. Wouldn't that be beautiful to have our Mystic there? Because the loss count as a kill, and that would mean we could level him up accordingly. So I'll prepare that prior to the next video. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to comment, because that tells YouTube that you actually enjoyed. Comment, and it'll help to grow the channel. Thank you, and have a great day.